Hello everyone and welcome back to the new video. Today I'm sharing two very favorite DIYs that I did in last couple of days. The first one being the jute trivet. I'll bunch the jute cord. This is a double-stranded jute cord around a 5-inch box. You can use a bottle or box, anything. The idea is to create a bunch like this. Take a small piece of jute rope and tie the ends. I'm using a double-stranded jute rope and I'll begin with a lark's head knot. First, you take the loop under the bunch, loop it through like so, and pull it tight. Now for the neater look, always reverse the bunch, arrange all the cords in a neat fashion and then add the tension by pulling it tightly. I'll take the two rightmost strings and pull it under the bunch, over the bunch, and then loop it through. Always reverse the side, arrange all the strings properly, and then add the tension. This will create a very neat finish. For the next, we will take over the bunch, under the bunch, and then loop it through. And this completes the knot. We will repeat this throughout the bunch of ropes. This creates a beautiful zigzag pattern on the edges or the rim. I'll show this again. Over the loop, under the loop, and then pull it through. Again, under the loop, over the loop, and pass it through. Once we reach the end, just trim the cords to the desired length and create a square knot. It's super easy. Take the rightmost cord under the leftmost cord, bend the leftmost cord under all of the rest of the cord and pass it through the first rightmost cord. I think you can understand better while watching it. Now I'll do the same process with the left side first. Now the knot is secured, you can snip the excess or create a loop hook like structure to hang it. Twist the cords properly. I'll take an extra jute rope, put the one end on the top and create a loop under and keep wrapping it around. In the end, when it reaches the last end, pass this last end in the loop that we created and pull the top end. This will secure it very tightly. Snip off the top end. Trim the excess and we have a beautiful jute trivet ready. You can unravel the ends, but that's just optional. If you have enjoyed this video thus far, then please consider subscribing to the channel and leave your valuable comments. I always look forward to them. Let's move on to the next DIY. Unlike the first jute trivet project, this is slightly a messier project, henceforth protect the surface which you're using. I'm using this ceramic pot that I painted few years back. Making a putty of air dry clay and Fevicryl, I have sealed the drain hole in the ceramic pot. First step would be to paint the surface in black acrylic color. Now using acrylic pearl gold, I am going to paint this entire pot. Do not add water to this. This will be a dry brushing technique. Using a sponge, I am going to dab the same gold and black color alternately. The paint should be semi-dry, not completely dry while doing this technique. The first two layers with the brush should be 100% dry and this should be around 70 to 80% dry. This creates the beautiful patina-like look and it's a slightly time-consuming process. Once you are happy with it, just add antique wax all across the pot and this gives a very beautiful smooth finish. Add a coat of varnish and this is the brand that I'm using. Whenever using varnish or use it in an open area, ventilation is very important here. Now, before doing any of these techniques, one can use two types of decoration or embellishments on these types of pot. One of course being a texture paint. I'm using stencil, but one can always use a cone to do its own design.
But who do you think is the most funniest character? I think that Lung.
Once the texture paint is semi-dry, pull the stencil and add the colors in the same way. First black, then gold, then dab it with a sponge. If you find any uneven surface, use a wet brush to smooth out the surface. The second embellishments could be the air dry clay designs. You can use silicone molds or can do it freehand as well. You will be seeing me doing this technique on multiple number of pots, which I'll be using in many of my upcoming videos. If you're using a silicone mold, do not forget to dust it with some talcum powder. It will help you to unmold very easily. Once the embellishment is out, just take a dry brush and remove all the talc. Leave it to dry in a desired shape. I curved it on a small bottle and I'm trying to create feet for these planters. I saw this design on a very famous website, and this style planter costed almost 8,000 rupees. And you can imagine that we are able to achieve this on a very slim budget. Leave everything to dry and repeat the process just the way I described: black paint, gold paint, sponge dab, varnish, and you have a beautiful planter ready. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in my next video. Until then, please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this. Do leave your valuable comments. Until next time, bye bye.